Founder and Executive Director for the Prevention of HIV in Africa, Yvette Raphael, received the Bhaumik Breakthrough of the Year Award. This is for her pivotal role in advancing HIV prevention through the development and testing of Lenacapavir. She is one of 3 and the only African recognized as key role players in advocating for access to adequate HIV care and treatment. And for 20 years, Raphael has been an activist for access and equality for people living with HIV on the continent. And she joins us now to tell us more about this award and the work that she does. Congratulations, this is a big deal.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Master Chaba, for having me, and good morning to the viewers.
Firstly, tell us about your breakthrough medical invention.
All right, so part of the award was engaging communities, and I think you know and remember that my work and passion for women in Africa and women in South Africa is around creating enough education and information for women to make choices. So my part in this breakthrough was to make sure the women who participate in the trial understands what it means, but also more importantly, brought together African women across the African region to be part of the, the advisory board for this award. So 12 women from 13 countries were part of this, part of this accountability board, holding the science accountable. You know, most of the times we hear science don't engage properly, they don't talk to women, and we wanted this time for it to be done correct.
13 African countries? Global countries?
7 African countries with 13 women, sorry about that.
All right.
Yes.
So tell us more about Len, for viewers who are not familiar with the Lenacapavir.
Len is it's a twice injectable, twice a year, where you get an injection twice a year and you are prevented from getting HIV.
Is this available in stores? Where do we get it?
Yes, currently it's being approved by the FDA. We know that the FDA approves us, and then it would come to South Africa and other African countries in Uganda, and that will mean that it will start becoming available mid next year. Our aim is for it to become available mid next year.
So it's not an HIV treatment drug, it is like a PrEP, like a pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Yes, it's for
How
HIV
different
negative.
is it from PrEP?
It's because it's an injectable, also that it's long-acting, meaning that for 6 months you only take 1 injection and you will be protected or prevented from getting HIV.
Wow.
Yes.
So for 6 months, every 6 months for the rest of my life, to prevent HIV, you would need to take this injection.
Yes, you not have to, you choose to take it.
I mean, that's what I mean.
Yeah, if you choose to take it if you want to prevent yourself from getting HIV. And I think that is a decision that women always wanted to make, to say it's something discreet. I go to the clinic, I don't have to negotiate a condom, I don't have to tell everybody around me that I've taken the injection to prevent myself from HIV.
Why do you think it's taken so long for us to get to this point?
The science is not easy, Masi Chaba. It's so difficult, and I tell people all the time is that it sometimes feels like we are so close to getting an HIV cure, an HIV vaccine, but this is not it. This is a prevention method, but it brings us closer to understanding, because HIV actually mutates. So much happens when one person is infected, and it's not the same virus for everyone. So that is why it's so difficult, but we're getting closer. Every breakthrough tells us that something is happening.
And what potential impact do you think that Lenacapavir will have on HIV prevention in Africa? And what are the key challenges that need to be addressed in order to ensure its accessibility and effectiveness as well?
Most importantly, it will definitely bring the numbers down. You know, we struggle in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, with young women, being able to negotiate condoms, negotiate HIV prevention. So one of the things is that we're looking forward is that if young people who are of childbearing age or ask for HIV prevention, this will be offered to them. But also some of the challenges is also price. Once we get to these modalities, we know they're breakthroughs, they're groundbreaking, and there is still a role for us to negotiate price. Our governments will not buy anything that's too expensive, so we need to make sure that when this drug becomes available in our sites or studies in clinics, we need to ensure that we negotiate, that people take it so that the prices can come down and women are able to access it.
All right. And as we move forward into the future of such medical interventions, what do you think are the critical steps that need to be taken, to ensure that everyone has access to effective prevention methods such as Lenacapavir?
Not to forget, Chaba, we're at a very difficult point in the history of HIV prevention, or just history of HIV programming right now, where the American government has cut off all funding. So it's important for us to know that we still need funding for HIV prevention. We still need funding to ensure that these methods do become available. We also ask our governments to step up to meet the gap. It's important that people continue to have access to HIV prevention. But currently, we are worried. We are focusing just on treatment. We are just focusing on ensuring that people who are living with HIV are getting the medication that they need.
Well, you know what, Yvette Raphael, history will never forget you. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you, Chaba, and thanks for having me.